up, Throdle? Do you want to check out a 3-piece BBS RS wheel? Well, keep on watching, because today you're in for a ride. Hi, I'm Nadine, the co-founder of Throdle, and today I'm in Portland, Oregon with my buddy Alija.
What's up, Throdle? My name is Alija. I'm the owner of this 1988 Jetta, and I'm going to tell you today why this car just placed second place at the Rose City Bug Run.
Cool. And if you haven't had a chance to, make sure you check out his other video with his brother, Asa, who placed first with his 1987 Jetta. But in the meantime, why don't you tell me about this engine?
Yeah, totally. I'd be happy to. The motor was actually out of a 1992 Volkswagen Corrado. It's basically the first generation OBD1 motor that came out. And basically we just had to do a lot of modifications to basically get it to fit into this chassis. It's a 12-valve VR6, 2.8 liter. It has a full Borla exhaust from Tectonics Tuning out here in Oregon. And then we also have a Tectonics chip in it, K&N air filter with an intake. And then we kind of did a little bit of detail when we polished manifolds and stuff like that.
So how much does your car weigh?
So the car totally roughly weighs about 3,500 pounds. But obviously when we upgraded this motor, we added more weight to it.
So why don't you tell me about this rare wheel over here?
Yeah, so these are actually 3-piece BBS's, RS's wheels. They're pretty rare. They came factory with some of these GLIs. And they're 3 pieces, so you have the lip, the inner, and then the center cap, which basically can be all just taken off, cleaned. If you wanted to repaint them, resurface them, do whatever, get creative with them.
So I do love the sexy lines that we spoke about, because this is not stock with the Jetta.
No, it's not. Basically, when the car came, it had a bunch of moldings all down here and stuff like that.
Right.
When we popped off the moldings, they had holes, so we had to basically shave it all welded, Bondo it, get creative with it, and then just make it all nice, like a nice smooth line. In the back right here, we have some emblems that were actually right here, and we totally shaved all those off. It's just like when you look at the car, like right now, you go to the side and it's just straight, you know, like it's just flat and just no body damage, no nothing.
So what would you call this paint color?
The paint is actually a Lamborghini Purple. The gallon of paint for this car was $1,000. It's super expensive, and you know, you got to call Lamborghini dealers to get the code, and then it was a lot of work.
So how about we check out the junk in the trunk?
Have at it. Feel free.
All right, so what did you do to the speaker system?
But I kind of felt like the trunk was missing something, you know? It kind of looked plain and boring. But basically I took the car to a stereo place, and then they basically had built out like a custom 12-inch box.
Yeah.
We basically upgraded the amps, which are right here. We have a 600-watt amp that's pushing all the door speakers.
Nice.
And then we have a 1,000-watt amp that's pushing the two 12-inch Kenwoods. And then of course, we wrapped it in Alcantara suede, which was really nice. It's really soft. And then we just added a fire extinguisher for safety, because, you know, safety first.
I like it. Now, originally with the 1988, didn't it come with the Recaro seats?
This particular car didn't, but there are some in the marketplace that did.
Okay.
And basically, when I got the car, I wanted these seats because they're bucket seats. They're more
nice
comfortable.
support.
Yeah, exactly. When you're driving and stuff like that. So we added a MOMO steering wheel here, which is pretty nice.
How about we go for a ride, because I want to find out how this 5-speed feels.
You got it.
All right, let's go. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm actually from Bosnia. I've lived in the United States since 1996. And I work for a property management firm here in Portland, Oregon as a project manager.
So I'm imagining you as a 15-year-old guy with a pretty sweet car. You get yourself into some trouble?
Oh yeah. When I first got this car and we, you know, transplanted the new engine into it and, you know, got it all running and stuff like that, I got a bunch of speeding tickets, got my license taken away, suspended a couple times, I think 3 to be exact. I probably got about 15 tickets, like in high school with this car. So my parents were not too happy because I was on their insurance plan.
I would have taken the car away from you if you were my
Oh,
kid
they
at that
did
point.
a couple of times, but they would just give me my keys right back, because I mean, I paid for the car myself and everything that I put into it. It was just my own money.
So you're 15. How did you find this car?
So I was originally just shopping. This is when Craigslist just came out. I was originally shopping like through newspapers and stuff like that, looking at local dealerships and things like that, but I couldn't just find what I wanted. So I wanted the Volkswagen Corrado, the SLC version, which is the VR6 engine. Obviously I couldn't buy that because when I bought this car at the age of like 15, I just couldn't afford the Corrado. The Corrados were going for about $10,000, $15,000 at the time.
Ah, okay.
And then a friend recommended Craigslist and it just came out at the time. So I hopped on there and I found this car in Hillsboro, Oregon. The car was just in poor shape. I mean, it's
like $1,200.
Yeah, it was $1,200. It was leaking transmission fluid, like it could barely start and stuff like that. But you know, it was, you know, something just to basically start off.
At least you had a seat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had a seat, but like whoever owned it before, they had pets, so there was like pet urine and all the carpet, everything.
Gross.
Yeah, everything had to just be like, I just literally wore like gloves and a respirator and just took everything out. Once I found my new interior, just took everything out. Didn't even drive it, just barely drove it home. And I couldn't even drive it home because it stunk so bad. All the windows were like rolled out.
But you actually now have kind of got a bit of a Corrado in here, don't you?
We do, yeah. I mean, basically the heart of the car is, you know, it's a Corrado engine.
Besides that, what else happened with you and your car?
Recently we went to a couple of car shows. We went to the Rose City Bug Run. We got another upcoming car show here in Woodburn called Pacific Waterlands. We're gonna go to that, you know, and yeah, have a lot of fun.
Okay, so you've put in like 32K worth of mods.
Yep.
What's next?
I think next is just some like little things. So right now I have coilover suspension. So I think I'm leaning maybe towards going air ride, but if not air ride, I just might go with a different version of like more like expensive coilover kit, just to basically make the ride like smooth. And with those, you can basically adjust the stiffness and the softness of the suspension, so you can just basically, you know, tune it kind of how you want, you know.
Thanks, Alija. I had a lot of fun in your Jetta today. How can people keep in touch with you?
Yeah, please like and share, and you guys can totally follow me on the Throdle app. I look forward to it.
So please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you get notified when we upload new content. Because next week, I'm heading back to San Francisco to check out more cars. So thanks for watching, and join us next time as Throdle's driving connections and fueling experiences.
See you guys.